name is Alana Sett, and I will be partnering with the Santa Clara County District to explain how to use the elimination and substitution methods in math. Okay, well first off, what really are these methods? The elimination method is the process of canceling out a variable in a system of equations. The substitution method, on the other hand, is the process of replacing a variable with an expression. The elimination method eliminates a variable, and the substitution method substitutes a variable. Here's an example of using the elimination method. We have the system of equations negative 5x plus 13y equals negative 7 and 5x plus 4y equals 24. We can already see that if we can cancel out the x variables, we have to look for patterns between the x variables or the y variables. And we know that negative 5x plus 5x, if we combine those terms, those like terms, we get 0. And so we can cancel those out. All we have to do is add the equations together. Negative 5x plus 5x equals 0, so they cancel out. And then 13y plus 4y equals 17y. We have that on the left side equals negative 7 plus 24. That is 17. Divide both sides by 17 and we get y equals 1. Now that we have the value of y, we can use that by plugging it into one of the other equations to solve for x. Let's use the bottom one. 5x equals 4y, which is 1, so 4 times 1 equals 24. 5x plus 4 equals 24. Subtract both sides by 4. We get 5x equals 20. Divide both sides by 5, and we get x equals 4. So, y equals 1 and x equals 4. Now we will be using the substitution method. We have the system of equations negative 4x plus 3y equals negative 2, and y equals x minus 1. You see here, there's an expression that equals to the variable y. And so we can plug that expression in to the other equation to solve for the other variable. So negative 4x plus 3y, which is equal to the expression x minus 1 equals negative 2. Then we do distributive property, negative 4x plus 3x minus 3 equals negative 2. Combine like terms, negative x minus 3 equals negative 2. Add 3 to both sides to cancel it out. And we get negative x equals 1. We want x. We do not want negative x. And so we multiply both sides by negative 1 to isolate x, and we get x equals negative 1. Now, we do not want an expression for y to be our answer. We want an actual number. And so we can plug in that value of x into the other equation. Y equals x minus 1. Y equals the value of x, negative 1, minus 1. Y equals negative 2. And so x equals negative 1 and y equals negative 2. Moving on to real-life problems, we will be solving this one using the elimination method. So the school that Lisa goes to is selling tickets to the annual talent show. On the first day of ticket sales, the school sold 4 senior citizen tickets and 5 student tickets for a total of $102. The school took in $126 on the second day by selling 7 senior citizen tickets and 5 student tickets. What is the price of 1 senior citizen ticket and 1 student ticket? Well, first, we need to decide how we are going to be labeling our variables. In this situation, we're just going to use x and y. So I'm going to make x equal to the number of senior citizen tickets and y the number of student tickets. Step 1, writing the equations. We have 4x, because on the first day, 4 senior citizen tickets, 4x plus 5 student tickets, 5y equals, for a total of $102, 102. 7x from these senior citizen tickets plus 5y student tickets equals $126 because the school took in that much money on the second day, which is the second equation. Now we can cancel out one of the variables. See here, we have plus 5y and plus 5y. All we need to do is multiply one of the equations by -1. And remember, when we do that, we not only multiply that number to the, plus 5y, the one we want to cancel out. We apply it to everything inside that equation. So it becomes -4x minus 5y equals -102. Bring down the second equation, add those together. -4x plus 7x, 3x, -5y plus 5y cancels out. -102 plus 126 is 24. Divide both sides by 3 to isolate x, and we get x equals 8. Now we have that value, and we can plug in the value of x into one of the other equations to solve for y. 4x plus 5y equals 102. We're just going to use that one. 4 times the value of x, which is 8, plus 5y equals 102. 32 plus 5y equals 102. Subtract both sides by 32, and we get 5y equals 70. Divide both sides by 5 to isolate y. Y equals 14. And going back to answering the question, the price of one senior citizen ticket is, remember senior citizen tickets, x equals 8 is $8, and the price of one student ticket, which is y, is $14. Lastly, we have a real-life problem to solve, but with the substitution method. An exam worth 105 points contains 50 questions. Some of the questions are worth 2 points, and some are worth 5 points. How many 2-point questions are on the test? How many 5-point questions are on the test? In this situation, we will be labeling x as the number of 2-point questions and y as the number of 5-point questions. Step 1. Writing the equations. We know that there is a total of 50 questions and that they are made up of 2-point and 5-point questions. So x plus y equals 50. And then we also know that some are worth 2 points, some are worth 5 points, and that an exam is worth 105 points. So the first equation, total number of questions. Second, total number of points. Step 2, find expression for y. We have x plus y equals 50. We can easily find the expression for y by subtracting both sides by x. So we have y equals -x plus 50. Now that we have that expression, we can plug that in to the other equation to solve for the other variable. 2x plus 5y equals 105. 2x plus 5 times the value of y, which is -x plus 50, equals 145. Distributive property and all that jazz. 2x minus 5x plus 250 equals 145. Combine like terms. -3x plus 250 equals 105. Subtract both sides by 250 and we get -3x equals -105. Divide both sides by -3 to isolate x and we get x equals 35. Now that we have the value of x, we can use that, plug it into the other equation to solve for y. X plus y equals 50. The value of x, which is 35, plus y equals 50. Subtract both sides by 35 to isolate y, and we get y equals 15. And going back to the question, that means that there are 35 2-point questions and 15 5-point questions. I just want to end this video to say that I am very grateful to be given this opportunity to be partnering with the Santa Clara County District to discuss these math topics, and yeah, I'll see you next time.